Hi Pankhurst, and welcome to your first math lesson this week. So today is the 22nd of February 2021, and our learning objective today is can I interpret and present data using pictograms, bar charts, and tables. So in today's lesson, we will be recapping our learning from this block so that we are able to present information in different ways, use pictograms, bar charts, and tables, answer questions based on information that is presented in different ways. So what we will do is start off with the lesson starter. So I've got 4 questions for you here. Number 1 says, which clubs does Tim go to? So you need to look at your chart and work out which ones he goes to. And then number 2 says, write 14 in tally marks. Number 3 says subtract 75p from £4 and 16p. And question number 4 says, what is 100 more than 382? So what I would like you to do is grab your whiteboard, your mini whiteboard and your whiteboard pen, and work out your answers to these questions. And when you are done, please come back to my video, and then I'll show you how to work them out and what the correct answers are. So the answer to question number 1 is art and cooking. Okay, so it says, which clubs does Tim go to? I'm going to look at my chart and find Tim's name, which is here. Let me just get my pen ready. So which is here, and it shows me Tim goes to art and he goes to clubbing. So he goes to 2. Then it says write 14 in tally marks, and we know that when you have 5, you have 4 sticks, then 1 going across to total it to 5. So what you should have is 2 5 lots and then 4. That is how your tally marks should look. Then number 3 says subtract 75p from £4 and 16p, and your answer should be £3 and 41p. Now you could have done this in many ways. I am going to show you how I worked it out using my column subtraction method, okay? And the way I know I've added in pounds and decimal points and stuff, but I still need to use my place value knowledge. So I know that's 100, I know that's tens, and I know that is 1. So I'm going to be doing all my carrying over and everything like that. Okay, so now let's take away my 1. So 6 take away 5 is 1. Okay, I can't do 1 take away 7, so I'm going to borrow off my friend next door, who is number 4, which means 400. Okay, so 3, I'm going to carry 1 over. So now I know 11 take away 7 is 4. I cannot forget my decimal point that I have there, so I need to add that decimal point. Then 3 take away nothing is 3. So my answer is £3 and 41p. Okay, then it says 100 more than 382. So when I say 100 more, that means you add 100. So when I add 100, I know 2 add nothing is 2, 8 add nothing is 8, and then 3 add 1 is 4. So my answer is 482. All right, fantastic. Now, our guided practice number 1. If you look at my pictogram, it says the pictogram shows the color of cars parked in a car park. So I have red cars, blue cars, white cars, and yellow cars. And my key says that 1 car means 2 cars. So remember, 1 car means 2 cars. So that means I need to count up in 2s. So you'd be using your counting in method, so counting in 2s, or you could be using repeated addition. Okay, so it says how many parked cars are red. So if I go to red, these are my cars in red, and I'm going to count in 2s. I'm going to write 2 at the top to remind myself that each car means 2, and I am going to count in 2s. Yeah, oops, sorry. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 10 cars are red. Okay, now if you can pause the screen and work out B, C, and D by yourself, and then come back to my screen when you are ready. All right, fantastic. So the next question says, how many parked cars are blue? So now we're looking at how many blue cars there are parked. So blue, I know each one of these is 2, but oh wait, look over here, that is half a car. So if a full car is 2, how many do you think a half a car would be? Fantastic, 1. So I know that is 1, and I'm going to add that on to my 2s. So now let's count my full cars. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so that's 8 cars plus the 1, which is 9. So I have 9 blue cars. Yeah. Then it says, how many cars are parked in total? So I need to work out how many I have in total. I've totaled my red and my blue. Now let's do my white. I am just going to use the color green for my white. So white, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can count that in 2s, or I can do 7 times 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I have 14 white cars. And then with the yellow, I have a full car here plus 1, so which is half, which is 2 add 1, which gives me 3. So I need to add these all together. Okay, so you can add them using your fingers, or you can add them using your column addition, whichever way you find easier. So I should have 10 plus 9 plus 14, then plus 3, which gives me 36. Okay, so what I did was I added these 2 together. So 14 add 3 gives me 17. Then 10 add 9 gives me 19, which in total gives me 36. Okay, then it says write a question about the pictogram. So you could have a question like, for example, how many blue and green blue and white cars are there all together? Yeah, so a question related to the pictogram is fine. Any question related to the pictogram is fine. Fantastic. Now I am going to go to question guided practice number 2. So guided practice number 2 says all the children in class 3 choose their favorite fruit. The bar chart shows the results. So I have on my vertical axis, okay, numbers 0 to 10, so showing me the number of children, okay, and then across on my horizontal axis I have the different types of fruits. So it says here, use the bar chart to answer the questions. It says for question number A, what is the most popular fruit? Now, the way I can find out the answer is by looking at all my fruit and seeing which bar is the highest. And by looking at the bars, I can see that apple was the most popular fruit because it's the highest. It has 8. It has 8 8 children that like the fruit compared to everything else. So the answer is 8. Now, if you can just work out the rest by yourself and then come back to my screen when you are ready. Okay. Fantastic. Now it says, how can you tell just by looking? And the reason I can tell by looking is because apple has the highest number, yeah, on the bar chart, and it is the tallest bar in the chart. So I can tell because apple has the highest number, which is 8, and it also is the highest, it also has the highest bar in the chart. So that is how you should be answering it. Okay, then it says, what is the least popular fruit? So if we know that the most popular fruit is the bar with the highest number, then that means that the least popular is the one with the lowest. Now, if I look at my bar chart, the lowest bar is orange. So it would be orange. Okay. Now it says, how many more children like apples best than like grapes? Okay. So now, if I look at my bar chart, apples is 8 children, and grapes is 4 children. So I need to work out my difference. Okay, I need to work out the difference. So I know the best thing to do to work out the difference, well, the only thing to do is to take away. So I'm going to do 8 to take away 4, which is 4. So now that means 4 more children like apples more than grapes. Then it says, how many children are there in class 3? So I need to work out how many children there are in class 3, and the best way to do it is by adding on all the totals, okay, of the chart. Okay, so now I'm going to add all these numbers in that I've drawn the line to, which is the best thing to do, because only one child could choose one fruit and every child has chosen a fruit. So it's going to be 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3. Okay, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers were chosen, and those are my 5 numbers, and the answer is 26. So the answer is 26. Now, guided practice number 3. It says the table shows the number of school days in each month. So now you've got your months from January to December here, and how many school days they are in each month. Okay. It says, which month has the fewest school days and why? So if you look at this data here, you've got the months of the year from January to December, and then you've got the number of school days. Now, to find the fewest school days, I am going to go through these numbers and see which one is the lowest number. And the lowest number here is 0. So that means August is the month which has the fewest school days, because it is 0. And the reason that is because it's got the lowest number, but then at the same time, we know during August, we're at home for our summer holidays. Okay. Then it says, question number B. Term 1 is from September to December. Term 2 is from January to April, and term 3 is from May to July. Which term has the most school days? Now, the best thing to do would be to add the days, okay, for each term. Now, can you go and work out the answer to that and then come back to my screen when you are ready? Okay, fantastic. Now, the way I'm going to work this out is by adding the numbers for September to December. Okay, so September to December is 18, which is September. Oops, 18, which is September. 17, which is October. 22, which is November, and December, which is 16. Okay, and for January, and I'm going to total these in a second, I'm just writing down the numbers. So then January to April are 18 for January, 15 for February, 19 for March, and 16 for April. Okay, and then for May to July, it's 22 for May, 20 for June, and 7 for July. Okay, now I'm going to total all those months up, and the answers to them are, so for September to December it's 73, from January to April it's 68, and then from May to July it is 49. Okay, and the way I did this is by using my tens and ones, okay, column method. So I'm just going to show you one time. So for example, September to December, I have my column there. I'm going to do that a different color, and then I'm going to write 18, 17, 22, and 16. Okay, now I'm going to add it together, add the numbers together. So I'm going to lock 6 and my 8 in my head, then count on 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then I'm going to count on 2. So 15, 16, 17. I'm on 17 and I'm going to count on 6. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Because it's given me 23, I need to carry 2 over. I'm going to count all my 10s now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is the method I used for the others. Okay, now what I'm going to do is work out my answer for the last, it says which term has the most school days. Now, when I look at my totals for each term, I can see that the term one has the most days because when I added the numbers together, I found the highest number for term 1. Okay, fantastic. Now it's your turn. So it's time for your independent task. Okay, so what I would like you to do is complete the activity to show me what you have learned about statistics. Then you could complete the challenge. Okay, so what you have here is a little end of unit kind of hot task. So you have questions here, question 1, question 2, question 3, and question 4, and then a challenge. Now, when you do these questions, please, if you start finding them difficult, then you can stop. Do what you can do. Do not spend a lot of time doing these questions, okay? So you don't need to spend a whole hour doing these questions. Remember, you should only be spending up to 25 minutes on your independent task. Okay, now if you've done question 1 and question 2 and question 3, but then you're struggling with question 4, do not complete it if you do not understand how to do it, because this is for me to see what you already know, okay, or what you have learnt. I want you to do this independently, so you shouldn't be getting help from your parents. unless you want them to read the question to you. Okay, so you've got question number 1 here, which says the pictogram shows the number of animals on a farm. 1 star means 10 animals, okay? And then you need to work out the answer. So how many cows are there on the farm? You look at the cows and you count the stars in tens, because the star, 1 star means 10. Okay, then you've got question number 2, which says class 3 voted for their favorite drink. The results are shown in the pictogram. Okay, then you've got question number 3. The table and bar chart show how many children attended breakfast club each day. Then question number 4, use the information to complete the missing labels on the bar chart. Okay, then you have your challenge, and your challenge is create 2 separate pictograms to display the following information. Okay, the symbol used in each should have a value of more than 1. Which value will you choose for each pictogram? So the best thing would be to look at which look at the number facts. So look at which timetable the numbers fall into, which will make it easier for you. Okay, so you need to make 2 separate pictograms, 1 for hard work and then 1 for good behavior, and do a key for each, a symbol for the key for each pictogram. Okay, now well done, Pankhurst, for going through your maths lessons. So what I would like you to do is, once you have completed your activities, please remember to upload your work onto Tapestry for me to have a look at. And like I said before, your mini hot task, you shouldn't be spending more than 25 minutes on it. Just make sure that you complete it up to the question that you are able to do. Okay, do not spend time doing a question that you do not understand at all or how to work it out. Okay, remember, it is an independent task. I shall see you in your next lesson. Bye.